In this box is apparently something super special, a laptop, if we can call it a laptop, that does things that no other laptop can do. So let's take a look. Snapdragon. This is called the ASUS ProArt PZ14. This is the third one of the three. And this one is probably the most interesting one out of these three yet. This is basically a tablet, a Windows tablet that is super light but packs a lot of power. It comes with this back magnetic plate that if you just pop it onto there, you get a laptop stand. But also that's where your pen goes. It comes with a pen as well. This is the ASUS Pen 3.0. We'll talk more about that in a minute. And you get this keyboard. Previously, the previous version from last year was not Bluetooth compatible, but this one, as you can see, is Bluetooth compatible, which means you can use that keyboard not attached to the tablet. This has a little foldable side on the back there, which means you can pop it up like that. And then now you've got this in portrait mode. Pull this out from the back. The pen is still magnetically attached to the back, and you can just use it like a tablet. This is the ASUS Lumina Pro OLED. You're gonna get very bright screens. You get OLED 10-bit color, super color accurate. On top of that, we've got touchscreen and 144 Hertz 3K display, which is absolutely amazing. This is ASUS Pen 3.0, which means it uses the Microsoft protocol or Pen Protocol 2.6, meaning it's got haptic feedback. You don't need to pair this with Bluetooth or anything. As long as this is charged, all you do is just use it like that. It's got a very interesting feel. It feels like you're drawing on paper. Sam, come here, try this. Try this. Does it make you feel like you're drawing a bit like on paper?
Why does that sound like a pencil?
What makes the sound?
There's a little speaker in there making the sound of a pencil. It's coming from the end of the pen.
Let me see. It is coming from the pen.
Yeah.
Does it change?
Yeah. Now it is a felt. Now it is a marker. That's crazy.
That is cool. And if you want to charge your pen, all you have to do is pop this in the back over there. Look at that. Voila, it says it is charging. In terms of buttons and inputs, outputs, on the left side, we've got volume up and down. On the top, there on the right, we've got a power button where you can switch on and off. Then on the left side, we've got two USB-C ports. Both of them are USB 4, supporting 40 gigabits per second bandwidth and 100 watts power delivery. 68 watt charger, but it actually supports a lot more than that. So if you already have a charger, you can actually charge it even faster. But the coolest thing that I've never seen is this here is a full-size SD card slot. You just put a bit of pressure or point towards where the little circle is, and then it comes off, the cover comes off, and then inside you can put a full-size SD card slot. I don't know any tablets, Windows or Mac or anything else that has, whoa, look at that. The picture is moving. I don't know any tablets that has something like that. You can actually pop a 1 terabyte SD card in there and then support it, because that is a super fast port as well, supporting up to 985 megabytes per second. This device has 2 cameras. We've got an 8 megapixel front facing camera over there that actually looks really, really decent. Look at that. The colors and on it, what I'm seeing right now looks pretty good. And it also has a backwards facing camera, which is on the back of the device, and that is a 13 megapixel camera. So if you want to, use it properly like a tablet, I don't know any Windows tablets that have these types of features. That's pretty cool. Inside here, what we have is a Snapdragon X2 Elite, which is one of the best things that Snapdragon offers. In order to access the performance mode, you do have to have it plugged in, which is interesting. Then we've got whisper mode, standard mode, and performance mode. If we unplug this, we're gonna get standard mode and whisper mode. So let's do a test now. Let's see how we're doing. By the way, there are some extra software perks as well that you get with this. I wrote them down so I wouldn't forget. One is you get 3 months for free Adobe Creative Cloud. You get 6 months GoPro Premium Plus subscription. You get 3-month GoodNote Essential subscription as well with the device already for free. There is a Story Cube inside already installed. So if you're using GoPro stuff like this, if you remember, you could watch GoPro videos directly on the device without using the GoPro player. You can do that same on there on the GoPro device. You have a ProArt Creator Hub where you can use creative ways of optimizing your workflow and stuff like that. Muse Tree allows you to use generative AI to make an idea map or inspiration tree. ASUS Glide X, which is quite interesting, is a cross-screen workspace that enables connection between PCs, smartphones, and tablets. One of the coolest features would be the extend mode, and in that mode, ProArt PZ14 can be used as a secondary display or a pen input for another device. That USB-C port is not a video input, so we're not going to be able to do that. ASUS, please, if we could for the next generation, that would be absolutely amazing. But what you can do is install ASUS Glide X, and as you can see, I've got this installed on my Mac. I'm just going to move this window across. Voila. It's just over there now, and then I can move it back. I can take another window and then move it across, which is really, really cool. So if you want to, you can use this in a very, very clever way. One of the coolest things about the ProArt lineup laptops is design, military grade durability, IP52 water and dust resistance, and they've improved from last year. They've made it slightly bigger. Keyboard now is Bluetooth, even more power inside. The ARM or the Windows 11 ARM version is actually getting even better now. We've got more creative applications, other applications supported with it. I think this is the tablet, Windows tablet to beat in 2026. There is one downside that I've noticed. Now, if you want to use this tablet on a portrait mode, like this, then the thing is, the volume rocker is right on the bottom over there. And often when you have this device laying down like that, as you can see, it is actually pressing the volume button, see? Because it's resting on the volume button on this side, which is a little bit of a design flaw, if you ask me. Just put the volume rocker on the top somewhere over there and you wouldn't have that issue. So we just passed the AMD Threadripper. In case you are still using the first generation 16 core Threadripper, this has just passed it. We've just also passed the 5800X desktop CPU. Oh, I forgot to mention that the RAM inside this device is running at 9500 megahertz speed, which is crazy fast. So I tested the laptop in 3 separate performance modes and the results are as follows. In Whisper mode, we get 755 points in Cinebench R24 multi-core test. In standard mode, we get 1030 points. In performance mode, we get 1159 points. There's also a manual mode, and when everything is maxed out on the manual mode, I get 1183 points. For reference, M5 Macbook Pro with much better cooling gets 1153 points. The M5 iPad Pro gets even less. On Windows side, the bigger brother ProArt P16 with RTX 5090 gets 1248 points. That's only 5.49% higher score with AMD Ryzen AI9 HX370. Yeah, the performance is absolutely
amazing.
Congratulations! If you've reached this part of the video, you're in the top 13% of people's attention graph. And there's more than 50% chance that you seeing this means you're not subscribed. So consider subscribing, hitting that bell icon, liking the video. It would mean a world to us. If you'd like to get detailed access to our internal benchmark database of CPUs, GPUs, SSDs, and so on for creators, then may I invite you to sign up to our newsletter, where we send out relevant information a couple of times a month when there is information. I'm not interested in flooding your inbox. This is when there is good information to share for your creative workflow. Then we'll send those emails out. And also you'll get the most exclusive access to some of the behind the scenes, perhaps even giveaways. So scan that QR code or link in the description below. If you've got any urgent questions to me personally, you can always reach out on Minect. I'll always get back to my messages. If you're looking for a new hoodie, may I recommend this one. This is not just any cheap random hoodie. This is a high quality hoodie that you can get. And when purchasing this, we get a small little kickback to help us build what we're building here. My passion is to help creators choose the best tech for their workflow and help them save some money in the process. This is Tech Notice, and if you've reached this part of the video, you have been upgraded to the top 5% of the people who ever see this part. And now YouTube thinks that you'll like this video, and if you haven't subscribed, you can do it on this side. Thanks very much, guys, for watching. See you soon. Bye-bye.